Welcome to the ultimate galactic showdown. Legends, the expanded universe that shaped our childhoods, versus Disney Canon, the sleek new galaxy rolling our screens. This is the battle to end all battles, and we're diving deep into the lore, the drama, and what it all means for Star Wars. Will Legends ever return? Here's the deal. Legends gave us Thrawn's genius, Mara Jade's swagger, and wars that shook the galaxy, but Disney's canon got Baby Yoda, Andor's gritty vibes, and Ahsoka slicing through stormtroopers. Which universe is the true Star Wars? I need you to pick a side in the comments. Legends or canon, and why? Before we get into it, hit that like button if you're ready for this showdown, subscribe for more Star Wars deep dives, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next galactic battle. Alright, let's start with the OG, the expanded universe, aka Legends. If you're new to Star Wars or only know the movies, buckle up because Legends is a whole galaxy of stories that define Star Wars for decades. Back in the 70s, Star Wars kicked off with Marvel Comics, but the expanded universe exploded back in 1991 with Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy. This book, Heir to the Empire, saved Star Wars after the original trilogy. It brought us Grand Admiral Thrawn, the blue-skinned, red-eyed tactical genius who narrowly crushed the New Republic. This guy was so cool, Disney had to bring him back. Legends didn't stop there. We got Mara Jade, a former Sith assassin turned Jedi, and spoiler, Luke Skywalker's wife. Then there's Revan from Knights of the Old Republic, the masked hero turned villain who's basically the Darth Vader of the Old Republic. And don't sleep on Darth Bane, the Sith who created the role of two. Yep, that's Legends too. The stories? Oh, they're epic. The new Jedi Order series threw a 25-book saga at us with the Yuuzhan Vong, an alien race that invaded the galaxy and didn't care about the Force. Imagine Avengers Endgame, but stretched across years of novels. Then you got the Old Republic Sith Wars, Luke's Jedi Academy, and over 300 novels and comics. That's a library Yoda would be proud of. Why do fans love Legends? It's deep, gritty, and feels like our Star Wars. These stories took risks, war, loss, betrayal, and built a timeline spanning thousands of years. Drop a Thrawn rolls in the comments if Legends shaped your Star Wars lore. Now let's jump to Disney Canon, the new kid on the block that's taken Star Wars to light speed. When Disney bought Lucasfilm in 2012, they hit reset to create a fresh galaxy, starting with The Force Awakens in 2015. And love it or hate it, Canon's brought some serious firepower. First up, Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. That show gave us bounty hunters, epic fights, and Luke Skywalker's return. Then there's Andor, a gritty spy thriller with no Jedi, proving that Star Wars can flex in new ways. Critics called it one of the best shows ever, Star Wars or not. Ahsoka Tano, she went from Clone Wars sidekick to a live-action legend in her own series. And don't sleep on the High Republic, a new era 200 years before the Phantom Menace. With Jedi at their peak, it's fresh, bold, and doesn't need 300 books to hook you. Why do fans love canon? It's accessible, no homework required. You can jump into The Mandalorian without reading a single novel. Plus the production value, insane. These shows and movies look like a million credits, and they're all connected. Films, TV, comics, novels, all one timeline. I mean, who didn't lose it when Luke showed up in Mando Season 2? Okay, here's where things get spicy. The Legends versus Canon debate isn't just about stories. It's a full-on galactic civil war. It all started in 2014 when Disney dropped a bombshell that shook the fandom to its core. Picture this, Lucasfilm announces that the expanded universe, 300 plus novels, comics, games, is no longer canon. Poof, Thrawn, Mara Jade, Revan, the Yuuzhan Vong, relegated to Legends. A polite way of saying, not our story anymore. Disney wanted a clean slate for The Force Awakens, and fans were livid. One fan on X wrote, Legends was my Star Wars. Disney erased 20 years of my life. Oof. Legends fans had reason to be mad. They lost beloved characters like Mara Jade, Luke's wife, and complex arcs like Luke's Jedi Order. Legends' timeline was cohesive, planned out for decades. Compare that to Canon's sequel trilogy, where some fans felt the lore was inconsistent. Somehow Palpatine's back. How? Legends fans argue their stories like the Thrawn trilogy handled the Empire's remnants better, but Canon's had its own struggles. The Last Jedi split the fandom. Luke tossing his saber felt like a betrayal to some, while others loved its bold take. The Rise of Skywalker tried to please everyone and ended up rushed for many. Early canon felt thin compared to Legends' massive library, though shows like Andor and the High Republic are closing the gap. Canon fans though have a strong case. It's easier to jump in, no need to read 25 new Jedi Order books to get the plot. Shows like Ahsoka and The Mandalorian bring Legends-level depth to the screen, and Thrawn's return proves Disney's listening. Legends fans, you love your epic novels, but isn't it tough for newbies to catch up? Canon fans, don't you miss Mara Jade's fire? So, was Disney right to reboot the galaxy, or did they betray the Force? Drop your take in the comments. This is where the real war begins. Now here's where it gets exciting. Legends isn't gone. It's sneaking into canon, piece by piece. Disney's been cherry-picking the best bits and giving us hope for more. The biggest win? Grand Admiral Thrawn. This guy went from heir to the Empire to Rebels, and now Ahsoka, played by Lars Mikkelsen. He's still the cutting strategist we love, even though his story's tweaked. No Mara Jade, sadly. Thrawn's return shows Disney knows Legends has gold. Then there's the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic 2 gave us Malachor, a Sith-ruined planet, and it shows up in Rebels. Rogue One had Hammerhead Corvettes, straight from KOTOR. Smaller nods are everywhere. The Black Sun Syndicate, Darth Bane's Roll of Two, even Cortosis, a metal that blocks lightsabers, popped up in The Acolyte, and Dark Disciple. That Cortosis trick? It's from a 1998 Legends comic. Disney's sneaking Legends into canon, and I'm here for it. Why does this work? Disney's adapting Legends for TV and film, keeping the spirit without bogging down new fans with 300 books. But are they just teasing us, or is this a love letter to Legends fans? Could Legends become canon again? Maybe not the whole 300 book saga, but pieces of it? First up, Knights of the Old Republic remake. If this game hits big, Revan or Darth Malak could join canon. Imagine Revan in the new trilogy tying into the Sith's origins. Masked, mysterious, and badass, Revan would steal the show. Then there's Mara Jade. Picture her in a Luke-centric show, post Return of the Jedi. She could be a Jedi ally, a rogue Force user, or even Luke's love interest again. Fans have been begging for her on X, and Disney's gotta listen, right? The Yuuzhan Vong, the High Republic's Nihil are already giving Vong vibes. In future phases, they could evolve into a full-on alien invasion, canon style, and James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi film, set 25,000 years before A New Hope, it could canonize the Jedi Order from Legends, the proto-Jedi who balanced light and dark. But here's the catch. Canon's all about streamlining. No dense timelines like Legends. Hardcore fans want Revan, but newbies might go, who's that? And Lucasfilm's focused on TV and films, not books or comics. Still, fan demand is loud, and Disney's already brought back Thrawn. Selective crossovers are the most likely plan. Here's your mission. Which Legends character should join canon? A. Mara Jade, B. Revan, C. Darth Bane, or D. Other? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm dreaming of a KOTOR movie with Revan versus Malak. We've battled across the galaxy, and now it's time for the big question. Legends or Disney canon? Who wins? Let's break it down. Legends is a masterpiece for hardcore fans. Its depth, variety, and fan ownership are unmatched. 300 plus stories from Revan's fall to the Yuuzhan Vong invasion. That's a saga that feels like home. If you love reading or gaming, Legends is your force. But Disney canon? It's a cultural juggernaut. The Mandalorian, Andor, Ahsoka, the production value is insane, and you don't need a PhD in Star Wars to jump in. It's accessible, emotionally gripping, and has Grogu. Canon's built for new fans and casual viewers, but it's getting deeper with every show. Here's my take. There's no winner. Both universes make Star Wars richer. Legends inspires canon, Thrawn, Cortosis, Malachor, and canon brings Legends to life on screen. I love the EU and the movies on the big screen. As long as they don't break the lore, I think that we could combine them and make a super Star Wars. Now it's your turn. Legends, canon, or both? Drop your pick in the comments and let's keep the war going. Who's your favorite character? Revan or Ahsoka? Mara Jade or Grogu? That's our Star Wars Showdown for this week. Did I miss your favorite Legends story or canon moment? Tell me in the comments. If you love this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly Star Wars content, and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. And I will see you next time.